Hi folks, welcome back to Technology Review. I'm your host, Mac Jackson Jr. You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Technology Review TV. That's facebook.com/Technology Review TV. Remember to click on the like button to like our show. You can find us also on Twitter, twitter.com. Send me a tweet at twitter.com/Mac Jackson Jr. Or go to my website at macjacksonjr.com and register your name and your email address. Your information won't be sold, and we will send you a free report on identity theft and fraud. In this episode, we call this segment the Business Spotlight. And what is Business Spotlight? We talk about companies. We ask business owners, if you're a C-level company or you're a business owner, we ask you a simple question. What is the biggest cybersecurity threat to your business? The biggest cybersecurity threat to your business, folks. And that is companies are not mapping the cybersecurity threat to their bottom line. That's right, folks. They're not mapping to their bottom line. They're not taking cybersecurity seriously. They're saying, this can happen to somebody else. It can't happen to my company. It must be somebody else. Or my IT people have it taken care of. Well, no, folks. As the owner of the company, you are responsible for all of your customers' personal identifiable information. You folks are responsible for it. And you need to be more proactive versus reactive. Now, we all understand the difference, right? If you are a reactive company, you're going to not pursue any educational knowledge on cybersecurity. You're going to find the most inexpensive ways, like avoiding the threats of cybersecurity, and then that's when the thieves and attackers will get information from you and put you in a position where you have all of this entanglement that can happen from a data breach. And it can be very, very costly, folks, having entanglement from a data breach. On one side, you have your data breach. On the other side, you have your financial losses, lawsuits coming in from your customers, from state and local federal agencies, and from around the world. You have reputational damage from other customers saying, you know what, should we do business with this company? They've had a cyber breach and our information was stolen. Now I have to have credit monitoring service free for a year and then have to have it forever because this company was negligent and my Social Security number and credit card information was stolen. Do you want to be that company? No, folks. You want to be able to do all that you can to mitigate these damages. And the last one is the legal entanglements. Yes, legal entanglements, all kinds of lawsuits because of this type of data breach. But you can avoid this. You can avoid it to a certain point, and if you can't go beyond that, then you can mitigate it. You can mitigate it, folks, by looking at one simple question and one simple statement, that is. Cybersecurity is not just an IT problem anymore. It affects the company's bottom line. Just think about it, folks. It affects the company's bottom line. And I'm really stressing this point about cybersecurity and education because there is a big monster out there. It's a silent, invisible monster, folks. Yes, we're going to call it a monster. And it is ransomware. Ransomware is affecting companies and businesses across the world. However, there's a large number of ransomware that's hit here in Las Vegas, Nevada, hitting businesses, construction companies, hospitals. You've seen it on the news, companies that cannot do any of their work because of it. There's been hospitals that have reported deaths. That's right, folks. People have died because their computer systems have gone down and failed because hackers have locked their systems down. Back overseas, that is, overseas in Austria, there was a hotel, right? A hotel that had all their guest rooms locked from a ransomware malware. And the hotel was told if they pay the ransom, they'll be able to unlock the rooms of their hotel guests. Can you imagine that? You go to your hotel room and your key doesn't work. You go to the front desk downstairs to ask what's wrong with my key, and they tell you that your key is fine. You go back up to your room, back and forth, and then next thing you know, lots of other guests are doing the same thing because the hotel system was hacked into. It's a very serious problem, folks, and it's something that we need to definitely take heed to and pay attention to. The best way we could do this is through education. And that's why I'm asking all businesses out there and individuals to take this message and tell everyone that they know about it. You must have cybersecurity awareness, education, and training for everyone in your organization to understand this serious, serious threat. Law enforcement is on top of this. Law enforcement from around the world are going after these bad guys for attacking and taking our personal identifiable information. Who are these hackers? Could be anyone, folks. Anyone. It sounds good to make it sound like it's some person or a country from out of the U.S. That makes good media play. But it can also be that disgruntled employee that works for your organization as well. It can also be someone in their parents' basement. It can be lots of different areas. We need to be educated in understanding where this particular criminal is coming from and block them and protect our data. And the best way is through education. So here's some of the questions I have for you. Would you know if you were under a cyber attack within your organization? Would you know it? It's been reported that a lot of companies weren't aware that they were under attack until 3 years down the line. 3 years, folks. Can you imagine how much money and losses and data that have been stolen from companies 3 years down the line? That shouldn't be your business. Shouldn't be. Backing up and restore your data. Now, people saying, I'll just do a backup of my data. We're fine. Did you know you can back up ransomware, folks? So once you buy a new computer and reinstall your data, you could bring ransomware back onto your machine. How do you know that new machine doesn't have ransomware on it? And also with that, how do you know your backups are any good? Because what happens when we do backups, folks, and I've seen this in my business, companies would go through the backup procedure like clockwork, but no one ever goes through a restore process. I'm telling you, folks, you need to look at this situation seriously and take it like a fire drill, meaning you need to have exercises where you go through a backup or restore process to make sure your data is tested. It's very, very important to do that. And here is one good news note out there. Those of you who use browsers, that's one of the ways that this virus or malware has attacked a lot of computer systems, through their browser. Make sure you're using Chrome over IE. The Chrome browser now, to date, Chrome browser now is one of the safest ones to use. That may change in a few weeks, but right now, the Chrome browser is much safer than IE browser from Microsoft. So if you have people in your organization, make sure they're using that browser. It gives them better protection of their data system. Okay, so if you like that technique and you understand where we're coming from, folks, you can understand why we are stressing the importance of having cybersecurity awareness. Cybersecurity awareness training for your employees is something that can help you mitigate the damages of identity theft and fraud. We just talked about backing up and restoring. Another policy provision in the organization is having a correct BYOD, bring your own device, teaching employees about bringing their smart drives or smartphones or other devices into the workplace and plugging them in and having them charged by their laptops or desktops through the USB drive. It's a convenience, but also, folks, if you are social engineered or had a cyber attack happen at home and you have malware or virus on your smart device, you're now bringing it into your company and transferring that device to your company's computer, company servers, which drives IT people crazy, folks. It's not good practice. But understanding just these little rudimentary things can save an organization thousands, if not millions of dollars, and the stress of the employee as well. Because you know what, folks? The employees are also being prosecuted. That's right, folks. Employees of organization are being prosecuted and sued for this type of negligence. So definitely take a look at this, folks. Cybersecurity awareness. Cybersecurity awareness training. Find out more information by going to my website, macjacksonjr.com. That's macjacksonjr.com, and finding out more about this. Also, we have a book coming up, How to Protect Your Family from Identity Theft. Later on this year, we're also looking to publish How to Protect Your Business from Identity Theft and Cybercrimes. But our first book, we are taking donations and publishing it and getting 5,000 copies of our book printed and distributed to individual families around the world. So if you'd like to be part of that, go to my website at macjacksonjr.com, or better yet, go to a website called gofundme.com/identity-theft-book. That's gofundme.com/identity-theft.book for more information. And with donations of $25 or more, you can donate any amount you like, but for donations of $25 or more, we will send you a free autographed copy of my book and some important information on who to contact, what to do if there is a data breach that may happen to your organization. So, again, for businesses, you're the number one source where identity theft happens, where hackers are trying to acquire data that you have collected from your customers and your employees. You need to be able to save that information and protect your customers' data. The best way that you can do this is by having your data stored and training and with education. We'll be right back, folks, for our next segment after these important messages here on Technology Review. Thank you.